I'm confused by this political message. Vote for me because I hate it here. Now, does America have big problems? Yes, I've often cited the America sucks list. I don't get it. You want so badly for every immigrant to come to this country and experience the good life, but somehow it's so terrible you want to leave? 59% of self-identified liberals say there have been times when they considered leaving America for good. Maybe the problem isn't that America isn't worth defending. Maybe the problem is that lots of people today are entitled whiners who have no perspective and no idea how good they have.
Bill Maher isn't holding back as he calls out the Democrats, the political party he supported for years, over what he believes is a growing lack of appreciation for the United States. The well-known comedian has increasingly focused on challenging what he considers some of the party's biggest weaknesses, especially its fading sense of national pride. So what pushed Maher to speak out so strongly against his own side, and what exactly did he have to say? Be sure to hit the subscribe button and let's get started.
Election year, Democrats seem to remember patriotism for about an hour at their convention when they're trying to win back swing voters. The whole message of Kamala's speech in 2024 was take back the flag. That's why she talked about America like a pageant contestant.
The greatest privilege on earth. The privilege and pride of being an American.
Hard to believe she lost, huh? Well, you can't take back the flag in an hour if the rest of the time you treat patriotism as something vaguely embarrassing. It shouldn't be, even though we are far from perfect.
How often have famous Democrats and progressive figures expressed criticism instead of admiration for America? From Chuck Schumer to AOC, the pattern is difficult to overlook. Whether the topic is foreign policy, culture, or history, America is often presented as the one at fault. At the same time, other nations are regularly praised, while showing real pride in America seems almost unacceptable. Then election season comes around and the tone suddenly changes. Flags appear everywhere, politicians enthusiastically celebrate America, and patriotic speeches return. But once the elections are over and they regain power, that patriotic spirit quickly disappears, replaced once again by criticism.
1976, when I was wearing that t-shirt with my nut hugger shorts. America wasn't exactly crushing it then either. Inflation was around 6%. Mortgage rates were almost 9%. There was actually a thing called the misery index. The average person earned far less than they do today. They had a smaller house and watched a tiny TV that had 3 channels, mostly I Love Lucy reruns. The closest thing we had to euphoria was Three's Company.
Contrary to what many Democrats claim, Maher believes the 1970s and 1980s were not America's greatest decades. In his view, the country has made real progress since that time. He argues that the opportunities and quality of life people enjoy today are greater than what nostalgic memories often suggest. He goes even further by saying that Americans are better off now than they were during some Democratic administrations and even under one Republican administration. As a self-described liberal, that opinion sharply differs from many of the arguments promoted by his own party.
Many liberals give the impression that to them, America is just a big, ugh. The red, white, and ew. A country that started out bad and will always be bad, founded on an unrelenting history of sucking and unable to change. But we have changed a lot. Democrat Cori Bush tweeted, "This land is stolen land and black people still aren't free." And this was on the 4th of July. Really? Not that I give a shit about the 4th of July. I've never been a rah-rah guy. But I am a perspective guy. And that's what too much of the left has lost, perspective. 72% of black people under 30 are optimistic about their future in America. Way more than white people the same age. And as far as the land goes, yes, I guess we could change the name of Captain America to Captain Stolen Land.
Maher also pushes back against the broader claim that America was built entirely on stolen land, along with comments made by Democratic Representative Cori Bush. He argues that this kind of message paints the country in an unfairly negative way. In his opinion, it overlooks America's accomplishments, progress, and future potential. He believes many people fail to recognize the benefits of economic growth, civil liberties, and innovation. Instead, America is often described as a nation that has never learned from its past mistakes. Maher says it is frustrating to see this viewpoint becoming increasingly common within his own party.
C says so many people in this country hate women. Oh, geez. Even the guy at the party who pulls out a guitar is like, way to ruin the fun. Congressman Jamal Bowman says capitalism is slavery by another name. No, it's not. It's the thing that has given more people more prosperity and hope than any other system, flawed though it surely is.
Maher also highlights AOC's response to Kamala Harris's defeat as another example of liberals blaming voters instead of examining their own message. The question of why millions of Americans supported Trump is often pushed aside in favor of criticizing the electorate. According to Maher, people naturally vote for ideas they believe will benefit them rather than policies they feel have little effect on their everyday lives. In a democracy, everyone should have the freedom to support what they believe makes the most sense.
Again, something like the free market is kind of synonymous with America. And if you don't like it, I don't know how you can say you love this country. You know who loves this country? You know who's not constantly complaining about what happened 200 years ago and who's not obsessed with seeing America through shattered glasses and shaking off the stench of what irredeemable privilege we are? Immigrants.
Maher believes capitalism is the system that helped make America prosperous, which is why he finds it difficult to understand why some Democrats continue to support socialist ideas. He argues that the country's economic strength, innovation, and success are driven by individual ambition and free markets instead of government control. When he compares America with nations he links to socialism, he sees a clear difference in the results. Because of that, he struggles to understand how anyone can praise America while criticizing the economic system that, in his opinion, has played a major role in its prosperity.
We'll also tell you that America, for all that's so about it right now, is still the last best hope. And those people asking for our votes to take it over should remember that.
Maher's message is straightforward. If Democrats hope to lead the country again, they first need to show a sincere appreciation for it. After spending years criticizing its history and ideals, they cannot expect voters to confidently trust them with its future. Despite its shortcomings, America continues to offer opportunity, freedom, and resilience. That is why millions of people from around the world still hope to build their lives there. Maher believes Democrats will keep facing election setbacks unless they recognize this fundamental reality.
Run for office in America, you have to want to live here. I bring this up because there was a video that made the rounds recently by a woman who said she was a proud progressive and was running for state representative in New Hampshire, and yet posted this.
Is there a place we can move that people would be happy to have us, that we're not gentrifying or colonizing? I don't want to be a problem, but I need to get the out of this country.
This country. The one you want to be elected to a leadership position in? What was your campaign slogan? America, a shining on the hill?
Maher says that if Democrats want to seek public office, they should at least show that they want to remain in the United States. Over the years, several left-leaning figures have said they would leave the country if election results did not go their way. Maher believes it sends a mixed message when those same people later ask Americans to trust them with leadership. He questions how voters are expected to believe in someone's vision for the nation's future when that person has already expressed a desire to leave.
I'm confused by this political message. Vote for me because I hate it here. Now, does America have big problems? Yes, I've often cited the America sucks list. Things like being 54th in the world in infant mortality behind Cuba, 19th in literacy behind Russia, 72nd in female representation in government behind Iraq. A lot of work to do here. And is it possible for a country to lose itself so much that leaving it is justified? Yes, but we're not there yet, not by a long shot, and we don't need quitters. We need people who will stay and fix it.
Maher acknowledges that America is far from perfect. He believes the country faces real problems, including economic inequality and political division, that deserve meaningful solutions. At the same time, he argues that America remains one of the best places to live, work, and build a future. In his view, it offers opportunities and freedoms that are difficult to find in many other countries. Because of that, he rejects the idea that America is fundamentally broken or beyond hope, saying its strengths should be recognized alongside its shortcomings.
The problem isn't that America isn't worth defending. Maybe the problem is that lots of people today are entitled whiners who have no perspective and no idea how good they have it. 59% of self-identified liberals say there have been times when they considered leaving America for good, like after NBC canceled The West Wing. I don't get it. You want so badly for every immigrant to come to this country and experience the good life, but somehow it's so terrible you want to leave?
When Maher criticizes the Democratic Party, he is not endorsing Donald Trump or dismissing the challenges facing the United States. Instead, he believes too many Democrats have lost respect for their own country. Pointing to everything from AOC's response to voters to Cori Bush's remarks about stolen land, Maher argues that the party has grown increasingly critical of America. His message is clear. Despite its flaws, America remains a great place to live and build a new future. He believes Democrats must regain a genuine sense of patriotism if they hope to win back public support. Whether they choose to do so remains uncertain. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.